Yeah, I think they'll pose a greater challenge than I think a lot of people expect, because I think he has been preparing. I think you're right. I think he's had now a couple of weeks, because I think that was maybe not that it was on the cards, but as we all know, they didn't have to go out and shoot the lights out so against Monaghan. So it was a situation where I'd say he was maybe not wanting to show obviously his full hand as well. He's a really smart man. I think he's a really smart manager. I think he understands what's required to beat Dublin. Now, whether they can go out and execute that is the thing, because Dublin are ever changing, ever evolving. This thing that Joe says is it's like a full court press in basketball. They make it extremely difficult for you, be it if you're coming out the left wing, the right wing, or if you're even coming down the middle. They'll show you to a side and then they'll try and hunt you down in packs, and they just make it so difficult to transition the ball from even your full back line out to the half back line and up the field. So as Joe says, it's a battle first of all just to get out and even think about then getting into a scoring position, whereas they, with one quick pass or a quick long ball, they fellas running out into space and they just seem to come out the field an awful lot quicker. And also teams have a sense now where they drop back and say, okay, we'll defend a line against them. I think they have key men, and I think even when you look through some of the games this year, Fenton, yes, if you can put a man marker on Fenton and you can just say, look, you're going with him wherever. He's a big driver in that midfield. I think you have to just say with Kilkenny, listen, we're going to put a man on him. We're just going to have to stop that link play that he does and try to restrict it. Because as we have found out earlier on in the season, once you kind of leave him off to his own devices, he can cause mayhem. So you have to actually put someone on him and just at least restrict him from getting shots off. Okay, he's going to get around the field, but if we can keep him further away from goal and maybe just doing short hand passes and going lateral, that's okay. This debate about Costello coming in, last week was obviously dead rubber. Paul Flynn putting his hand up, yes and no. He'll go back to the tried and tested that he has had there in the last couple of games. Conor O'Callaghan and these guys, I'm sure, will get another shot. But whether they can really impress or not, he'll be a whole lot more decisive on whipping fellas off, because he knows now that he has the bodies and he knows he has the players. It's going to be very, very difficult for Galway, very difficult for them. All their top players have to play out of their skin. I think they'll give it a good crack, and I think they'll give it a hell of a crack. But again, I think they'll probably end up being bet by about 4 or 5 at least.